What is going on, everybody? This is your boy Implications, aka Best in the Game, bringing you some Modern Warfare Remaster today. Now, I have something I really did want to talk about, and this is something that I have yet to release a video on, but I'm really excited about, alright? I know you're all thinking it. Call of Duty World War II. Now, there's a lot of things to look at with this game, and there's a lot that can be speculated. That's the word I'm looking for. Speculated about this game, alright? So just a couple things that I wanted to say is, you have not seen me play this game before. And that is because I hated it. I did. I truly did. So it's really interesting. This is sort of like my personal Call of Duty venture here. Call of Duty is not something that's always been in my gaming arsenal. When I was younger, I did not have ample internet access to play online multiplayer games. The first Call of Duty that I played online was Advanced Warfare. I know. You feel bad for me yet? Which I only liked because I could play online. In hindsight, it was a terrible game. But I played Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, and now Infinite Warfare with Modern Warfare Remastered. That's really the quote-unquote Call of Duties that I grew up with. Even though I was a freshman in college when I played Advanced Warfare, that Call of Duty and Call of Duties after it have made the largest impression on me, okay? So, it was very weird to me when all I heard for months was, oh, the old Call of Duties are so good, and it's going to be so great to play Modern Warfare Remastered. And I played it, and I hated it. I was terrible at it. I didn't understand it. I didn't know why I was bad. I just was. Alright, and you guys, the reason I'm telling you this is because this very well may apply to a lot of you, alright? This game is a lot different than the new ones. The newer ones, the movement system's different, the guns are different, it plays much different. I don't even know that I would really say it plays faster because of the movement system. The newer ones do, the futuristic ones. This game still plays fast, just in its own way, alright? I had to revamp and change how I played this game, alright? I had to slow things down. I had to be aware of where people could be as far as, in buildings. It's more of a location-based Call of Duty, alright? You can't just boost slide into a room and move back and forth and try to pick up a few kills, alright? You can only walk and sprint on the ground. You cannot leave the ground. So, that being said, I honestly think that's going to be one of the largest challenges for this upcoming Call of Duty. If Call of Duty World War II is truly a boots-on-the-ground, throwback, slowed down Call of Duty experience, I think some people aren't going to like it for that. Because I know going from Black Ops 3 and Infinite Warfare to Modern Warfare Remastered was a huge change, alright? And that's why I've been playing this game, to sort of get in that mindset, because the game is just going to play differently, alright? So, if you are one of those people that has only recently played new ones and you're really excited about Call of Duty World War II, but you've only played the new ones, I highly recommend going back, playing some MWR, maybe trying to get your hands on one of the backwards compatible ones, Black Ops 1 and 2, and just get used to the feeling of a slower game, alright? Some people might think I'm crazy, you might think I'm wrong, but honestly, they're both Call of Duty, but they're different games. Yes, you're going to put up with the same crap and complain about similar things, but the game still plays differently, and you will be a much better player if you go back and play a slower paced one before it releases. So, Call of Duty World War II. A lot of people are excited about it. We don't know a whole lot yet. We at least know that it's a boots-on-the-ground game. Alright, most of the campaign is going to take place in Europe. They're going to have things like co-op experiences. From what I understand, they're going to do more of a... the campaign's going to be more relying on squad mates. It's going to be more along the lines of Battlefield. I'm unsure if that relates to multiplayer, because one thing they've talked about is having like... kind of like how Battlefield is structured, where there's like a guy that can have an ammo pouch, you can have a medic, and health will not regen, alright? They are bringing that back to how the very first Call of Duty was. And I personally have mixed feelings about this. I think that for the campaign that's fine. I don't know how they're going to do it for the multiplayer. If they decide to do something like that for multiplayer, I just kind of feel like that would be a really big wrench in the system. That would be Call of Duty overcorrecting. What we want is an old Call of Duty. We want a throwback era game, so we're looking for a World War II or something in that time era game. We don't want any more futuristic stuff, all right? And we want boots on the ground. And if they give us that and just that, I think it has potential, all right? If they mess when they're where they're going to get themselves in trouble is when they try to make Call of Duty realistic, because I think everyone can acknowledge that Call of Duty has never been and will never go for realism, all right? Not that any video game is realistic, but that's really more Battlefield's territory, and I think they do a good job with that. And I think Call of Duty I think they want to rebrand themselves without becoming an entirely new game, all right? So, in my opinion, as well as the opinion of several people I've spoken with about it, this is a huge game in the Call of Duty series. Not for the fact that it's going to be great, but for the fact that it needs to be great. All right, if this franchise wants to continue, then this game has to be good. All right, because if they make a throwback game that everyone's asking for and it sucks, I could potentially see that being the downfall of Call of Duty. All right, and I don't necessarily know that would be the worst thing in the world. All right, I'd like to see them dabble in some other things. All right. But for now, they're going to keep at it, and we'll just have to see how it goes. I think, like I said, I think a lot of people are going to receive it differently based on what games you're used to playing. I do have really high hopes for it, all right? Ultimately, I'm not trying to get too excited because they have been letting the community down the past few years. Although I will say I personally really did enjoy Black Ops 3. Even though it was a futuristic game, I really thought it was a great game. So I'm really looking forward to World War II, not just because of the boots on the ground, but the time era. I love that time era. I think they could do a lot with it. I might actually play the campaign and enjoy it. I haven't really liked the past two campaigns just because I don't really like the futuristic stuff. So I'm definitely excited to see how they do with the weapon systems and the guns. I'm excited to see what they come up with. I just hope they don't butcher it. And I think a lot of people feel that way. I think they have a huge opportunity here to sort of revive the series, because I think, I can't really say that they've lost people because the game still sells great, but the fact is they are slowly losing interest, all right? And a lot of people have to understand too, when they announced that the next Call of Duty last year was going to be futuristic, when they announced Infinite Warfare, a lot of people complained and said to change it, and at that point, you don't know how long they've been developing that for. They could have been working on that game for a year or more before then, all right? So they have finally now decided to make a throwback game, and I think this is a huge opportunity, and I think it could go either way. So I think we're just going to have to wait and see. If I get any more information, I will let you know. But like I said, as of right now, we don't know a whole lot. They're planning on doing a more public, a larger release. Hopefully maybe some gameplay at E3 here in a few weeks. So I think everybody's excited for that. But until then, guys, like I said, grab your MWR, grab your Black Ops 1 and 2, and get to grinding because World War II is coming.